Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on.
Baby. Like that.
2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing to them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Tari Eason is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's KD in at the small forward. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now here's Durant in the game against Orlando. Very impressive.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Harden with it. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Tyson. Cleveland moving it around. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thompson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Thompson passes to Eason. Left side, KD. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Boy, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. It's Allen on the wing. Clock at 6. Harden scanning the floor. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Here's Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. KD's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Second, the Cavaliers.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. Last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooter.
A little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Allen. Back to Harden. And stolen by Thompson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the dunk by Eason.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 9 points. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And that one drops for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to Tyson. Back to Harden. Over Tyson. And again, it's Cleveland.
Harden always is squaring up before he shoots it. Fundamentally sound in that area. It's the simple thing. I like to say the main things are the plain things.
A nice shot by Katie. Durant's got 10 points.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Mitchell. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
Thompson in the corner. Pass to Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like he was on the way down.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. Shepard's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Finney-Smith passes to Adams. In the corner, it's VanVleet. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Harden out there with Sam Merrill. Then there's Wade. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Nance in at center. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high with just about everybody.
Houston leading by 5. Here's Shepard. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. Shepard's got his first bucket in this one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Van Vliet. Finney Smith passes to Shepard. To the inside. And Şengün throws it down.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Finney Smith kicks to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred Van Vliet. The heady vet will now also guide the players' union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max.
Did you see that, Donovan Mitchell?
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Pass to Şengün. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Back to Şengün. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
After drawing contact, Mitchell shows great body control to finish.
Houston Step checked in for Steven Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Shepard. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Şengün with a screen on Allen. Shoots from the high post. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Over Allen. The shot by KD. No good.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And another miss by Cleveland. Stolen by Allen. Here's Mitchell. Good work defensively by Smith.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Outside, KD. 6 on the shot clock. After Şengün. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's 10 points for Şengün.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Houston leading by 9. And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets court had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believed they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded them.
Outside, KD. Look at KD going to work inside.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Mobley with it. Now Smith defending. Harden right side. This one for 3. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
You know, he does so many things well, James Harden. It's easy to forget that he's top 3 all time in most three-pointers made.
Thompson passes to Eason. Here is Durant. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight. knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Mitchell against Easton. On the wing, Mitchell. 10 points for him. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Here's Thompson. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Get ready for the fan at shot. Runs. Here measuring up the shot.
Well, Durant just taking charge. Kept that defense off balance in the first half. I know he's got more tricks up his sleeve.
Without doubt, Shaq, hard to stop a guy who excels at every type of shot.
And time now to swing. That'll do it for our show.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Tari Easton is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by Smith.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one goes. Count it. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night, one of the premier players in our league.
Durant gets to Smith. 6 to shoot. Here's KD. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Mitchell. Oh, it's Mitchell capitalizing in transition.
And understanding where to run to in transition, Mitchell is very opportunistic when the break is on.
Durant in the corner. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Eason. Down low. Here's Tyson. And he slams it one-handed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, G. Right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Unload. That one off the back iron and out.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. Yeah. That's why they're ahead.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it, no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it. Guys, back to you.
He's got that curiosity. Ellie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And, Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Pass to Şengün. Back to KD. Out to Smith. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Eason grabs the board.
I think he'd love to have that one back. Got the ball right where he wanted to and couldn't convert.
Outside for Durant. Back to Thompson.
2 minutes.
That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got his 4th assist in this one. For 3, Mitchell. It's Mitchell with the tray. 1:44 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road. And Mobley throws it down.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Mobley. No good from Durant.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Mitchell outside. Back to Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. As James Harden's career has gone on, Clark, he has crept his way up the all-time scorers list.
Yeah, it's kind of been a low-key stealth march, if you will. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, I think he's going to end up cracking the top 10 in all-time assists and maybe even go higher up that list.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Green, the pass to Adams. Here's Van Vliet. Bucket is good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Bryant. That one drops for him.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Inside. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Rockets leading by 6. So on the floor for Cleveland, Sam Merrill out there with Max Strus. Then it's Harden. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Wade in at the 5 down low. And Şengün throws it top.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. They can feel you.
Harden draws the double. Pass to Strus. Now Wade. Finney-Smith defending. The 3 from Harden. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. And now a 10-point Houston lead.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Strus. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
To the inside. And Adams kicks to Finney Smith. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Houston making a switch. Durant's checked in. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Şengün with a screen on Mitchell. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Şengün finds Van Vliet. Now, here's Şengün. Defense right on him. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Here's Harden with the drive. Good. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
Boy, I love watching Harden pat the rock. Has an unlimited number of moves to choose from. Endless.
And Şengün throws it down.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So for the Rockets, let's check in for Atkins. Tari Eason comes in for Shepard. And it's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, well during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up. Going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort. Incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Outside Mobley with the floater. Smith there for the rebound. Rockets leading by 11. Right side, Kevin Durant. And there's the dunk.
And Durant doesn't need to get him too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Buries the deep ball.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Harden fires. The three doesn't go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ooh, what a move. What a move.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Now Smith. Now Eason. There's the double team with Allen. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Şengün in the foul and Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past. And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease. Now you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Outside Durant. It's good.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And serving up a big slice of humble pie, owning the season series throughout. This victory gives them a clean sweep of the three this year against the Cavs.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kevin Durant.
He was superb as a facilitator. He really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Mitchell. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith there for the rebound. VanVleet against Harden. Now here's VanVleet. That shot no good.
Ang list pa rin yun, parang aga-aga na. Mag-sport yun yung puto. Ha? Hindi nga eh, pabago-bago nga.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this was all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
$16 isang 3 points. Dalawa lang pinakauna ko 3 points. Jordan 1 lang, mashoot. 52, 78%. Paano di yung 78 puro inside? Gotta get with the rap. I'm gonna start blocking these.